Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Wentz. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go!
On second down, here's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On second down, here's Mixon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Landry now on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Let's go, great.
A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
We're good.
Again to Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now Stephen Guccithadon on for the extra point. Extra point good by Guccithadon. And it's now a 7-0 game. Guccithadon now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. The left side completion to Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Over! Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Hughes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Sunday.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Good start to this. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Guccithadon now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. I said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a handoff to Henry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Wentz now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Wentz to throw on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Carson Wentz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Looking downfield for Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Room here to run. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No, check, Patriot!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So that one will be accepted. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rudolph on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Rudolph. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Guccithadon now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airs this out for Matthew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hut! Hut!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's airing it out for Sanu. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Boo, landed!
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. To Mixon on the check down. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now Rudolph. He's got Sanu. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Over!
Here's a give to Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Rudolph looking to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. The rookie Mason Rudolph with 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point try for Guccithadon. Guccithadon the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Guccithadon now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
On first down, it's Rudolph. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Jones tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Guccithadon for the point after. Guccithadon with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Guccithadon now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Go. 20.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Buying time to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53. Over.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. They find some open field here. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Guccithadon. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Guccithadon now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He was looking for Matthews that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Once again, they run with Mixon, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Leopard!
A handoff to Mixon. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Joe Mixon trucks over it. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of...
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Vegas. Bitches guess over bait. Put the brand on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my... I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine.